Okay guys, as always, I'm so excited. So I'm browsing around online and I realized that my Disney store has the new Spider-Man with his Spider Buggy for the Toybox line, which is based on Disney Infinity. Let me hold this up. For the first time, the steering wheel's in the way. Anyway, this is Spider-Man, Spider Buggy. Now, I've got a Spider-Man that I've reviewed with you before. They have improved and updated their Spider-Man. He has a much better paint job. I like the colors that they've picked even better. Let me open this up and we'll look at the Spider-Man and then we'll look at the Spider Buggy and we'll see if I can't roll it around on the ground at some point and give you an idea of what that all looks like. First, let me bust this thing open. Man, that is sealed tightly shut. Alright, box is out of the picture. So here's the Spider-Man that we're looking at. He seems to have a different design than the previous one. Around the waistband and the feet, it seems like, and the calves, just the kind of the shape of the suit. So I like that. The previous one, while I'm getting this out, the previous Spider-Man that I had, I mean, his design is fine. It's Spider-Man. The execution on the figure, I really did not love. His paint job looked like he was left out in the sun since 2003 or something like that. It wasn't a nice red. It was a really weird faded pink almost, like just a light weird red. So I'm getting Spider-Man out of here. Let's have a look at what this looks like. Now, the other thing about Spider-Man is that previously, see, I'm liking this so much better already. Previously, the Spider-Man, when I was playing with his joints after I made the video, I wanted to see what he was capable of as far as flexibility. And I twisted his ankle, so that's no good. This one I'm going to be a little bit more careful with, but let's also see if he's stronger than that one. So, pretty straightforward design. Still looks like from the video game. Let's check out what he can do here. His head can go up just a little bit. Not as much as I'd like Spider-Man's head to go. Head, we're going to get 360 turnaround. Arms up to that T-pose and down and all the way around in a circle. So pretty typical so far. Now there's something a little bit different about his elbows. So when his arm is straight, that is his arm straight. This one goes a little bit straighter. This arm doesn't really want to go straight. It's like he's got too many muscles or something. So let's, when we bend it, look at this little elbow thing. He's got like a spike coming out of the back of his elbow. That is weird. Straighten it. Well, I can get it a little bit straighter, but it makes me nervous. And then it goes, kind of pivots that way. His hand is in a grasping shape, and I think that that's going to be to hold onto the steering wheel of his Spider Buggy. But it bends forward and bends back a little, spins all the way around, so that's good. Other arm, I wonder if it's going to be different. It bends quite a bit, is a little bit more than other Toybox characters, and then hinges around the same way as the other arm. The wrist, we have a pivot around. He can bend back and down, and then this hand is in that Spider-Man hand gesture, which is great. No movement at the torso, which we already know. It's not like other figures like that. I really don't like that in a Spider-Man because he is web-slinging all around the city and he is bending forward and backwards and everything. But let's see what he does here around the waist. We can twist. He can go all the way up into the splits, which is great. Forward, backward. Knees, we can bend to 90, and that's what straight looks like. And that's on both sides. And then the ankles, this is where I messed up last time. Let's see what we can do. So he can point his toes quite a bit. He can flex them the other way. Ooh, quite a bit. That's nice. He can, yes, spin them around in a circle. So that's nice. And then that seems to be Spider-Man. So let's see, if I set him aside, let's see what's holding this vehicle in place. It looks like some twisty ties down at the bottom here. So while I'm talking about this buggy, I remember the Spider Buggy from when I was a kid in the 80s. It was in the cartoons. I've seen it here and there in the comic books or in trading cards based off of the comic books. So that's cool. And then, of course, it was in the video game Disney Infinity. If you haven't played that, it is so fun to play and just to look at. I really love the design, how they've designed characters from different universes and movies and everything to look like they were all made to be together. Pretty sweet design. And let's see if I can get this thing out of here. Okay, I may have part of this vehicle out. And it's wrapped around the wheels a few times. And a few more times. Okay, so there are buttons on the front of the car that turn on and off the headlights. I will show you that as soon as I can figure my life out here. Well, at least we're hearing the sounds. And I'll show you how that works in a second. And there's even another feature that I wasn't aware existed back here. This is cooler than it even looked before I opened it up. There's a lot of extra stuff going on here. Let's see if we can hit all of that. First thing I wanted to test, just out of curiosity, these wheels have a really nice spin to them. I wanted to see if it's like a pull back and let go car, but it's not, but that's okay because there's enough cool stuff going on here. So it's light, and there's light shining right in the car here, but if I push this, yeah, if you're looking close, you can see that the headlights come on. So I'm pushing the button over here on the left side, and that's car sounds. We've heard it peeling out and braking and the engine revving up. This right button,
it's web swinging time.
Also is controlling the lights, but you hear.
You know what it is I love about being Spider-Man? Everything.
I played with that in the store a little bit. So that's pretty cool. It's a little bit louder than I like, but that's only because I actually have kids. And once you give a kid a car that can talk, it's not going to stop talking for like 6 months because kids don't seem to get how annoying that is. Some cool stuff that I'm seeing already. So there is like a trunk here in the back, a boot maybe, and it has, for some reason, pegs for him to stand on. So this turns kind of into a cool stunt car where he's controlling the steering wheel with his webs, or whatever you can imagine. And then he stands on the back so that he's ready to jump out and attack. That spot here in the back also opens up, so let me show you this. It goes closed, open. He can stand. For some reason, there are more footholds inside of there so that he can stand in there. That's just whatever you want, but it's cool. I don't know who decided to put that in there, but I certainly don't mind. What else are we looking at? So the design of this, I mean, it's the Spider Buggy. It's pretty much everything. It's a little bigger than I would have expected, but it's everything that I would have wanted it to be. It's got pretty cool booster exhaust pipes on the back, and it has roll bars, and it has bumpers. And an on and off switch that I would not tell my kids about, so that if they think that's a button, that's not a button. Nope, that doesn't do anything. And then they'll figure out someday that you can turn it on. But this is the last thing that we're going to look at. So there is a grappling hook on the back of this. Pretty fun idea. I'm going to pull it out. Okay, so it pulls out, and then you can dangle it from things, and then there's a button back here that I would imagine, yeah, zooms it back in. So that's really cool. This was $30 at the Disney store, and I love it. I super duper love it. Let's put Spider-Man in it while we wrap everything up. And I'll put one hand on the steering wheel so that everybody can see what that looks like. So he fits in here pretty easily with room to spare, so I could put the other Spider-Man in here next to him. And that's pretty awesome. This is going to look great on a shelf. This would also be really fun for any kid to play with. And I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, so this thing is just one of the coolest Toybox toys that I've got. So let me, wrapping up, tell you guys about my contest one more time. I'm almost to that 100 subscriber mark, and once I get there, I'm going to have a contest where I give away one of the toys that I've reviewed. I'll do a random drawing, and whoever it is that wins, they can look through my old videos, all the way up to this video and all the way up to the ones that I make through my 100th subscribe. You pick a toy that you like, and I get it to you, and it's as simple as that. We'll do it at the 100 mark and the 200 mark and the 500 mark, and I'll go buying all the toys that I think you guys are going to want to see get reviewed. And this is the one for today, so pretty much I love it. Go out and grab it, or just tell everybody to subscribe and then see if I can draw your name so that you can pick it, and I'll send it to you for free. Thanks for everything. My channel's doing pretty well. Thanks for all the likes and subscribes. So go ahead and share this with everybody, and I will see you guys next time.